Welcome back to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Man, oh man. When are Jamaicans going to stop embarrassing Jamaica? When are Jamaicans going to stop embarrassing Jamaica? Listen, we are looked at a lot of times when we travel as drug mules. The minute you say you are a Jamaican, or the minute you are associated with Jamaican, or your association with Jamaica is identified, someone is thinking, check him out, keep an eye on him, there might be drugs involved. And a lot of us are just hard-working people trying to make it in life. Now, when we have people in certain positions that go out on the broader stage of life and embarrass us around the world, how can people outside not form these foul opinions of us, or are they real opinions of us? So one of my subscribers says, SoFlo, how come you not talk about Demar Rayon Graham? I said, I don't know what that's about. Tell me so I can go look it up. So they sent me to a popular site. The popular site where everybody go for them little mix up is called Over Pinkwall. So I went over JamaicanMateyGroupie.com now, and big up to them, because something in a something over here all the time. So the information over there says that four members of the JCF held with drugs in the US. People, may I remind you that the JCF is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. There are pictures over here, but I don't want to use those pictures. I just want to make sure, for sure, that we're talking about the right people. Now, as far as getting more pictures go to confirm the arrest for real, the only one I was able to confirm is Demar Rayon Graham, and his information is on mecklenburgpublicrecords.com. mecklenburgpublicrecords.com releases public information for people like your photograph when you are arrested in their county. Okay, many states in the United States of America does just that. I can't even get my words together, because downright, this is really embarrassing. But here what? We've always had problems, right, with our Jamaica Constabulary Force. I'm going to talk about that a little later on, because a lot of people keep saying it's just a small group of bad ones. But I honestly think that the force has been infiltrated to a degree where it's more than just a few that are actually bad ones. I'm going to take one comment from over here, and then I'm going to read to you what was actually published. That is confirmation in the Jamaica Gleaner. Same story. Somebody says, Patty Page says, Jamaica police are criminal. Two of my family members were having a verbal dispute, and two Waterford police officers got involved. One draw a gun on my old senior citizen father, and when I went to the police station to lodge a complaint, they tried arresting me and claimed, say, I assaulted the police officer. Now, I am a social worker with how many degrees behind my name, and they had the nerve to say I assaulted a police officer when the officer was at my father's home. Then another policeman in the station manhandled me and pushed me around the corner. But what killed me is when they were asked about it, every single officer in the station lied and said, no one touched me. Even the female officer that was there said no one laid a hand on me. If I did me for save one of them life, them wouldn't upon this earth right you know. Them too wicked. All that bitch, we call ourselves a woman, but nobody no touch me. So you can see the sentiment out there when it comes to our law enforcement officers, meaning a lot of citizens have had run-ins with them, and a lot of people have the perception that a lot of them are shady people. Now, in the Gleaner, the headline in the Gleaner today says, 3 St. James cops arrested in the US on drug charges. Once I saw that, I said, oh crap, the story is really real. 3 St. James-based cops have been arrested in the United States on drug charges. The 3 were arrested under an ongoing joint narcotics operation. People, ongoing joint narcotics operation tells you what? It tells you that the Jamaican forces were working hand in hand with the United States forces. Joint operation. Them a follow them from Jamaica. They're surveying them over in the States as well, and must have been suspected of being involved. Why they put them under surveillance? Well, the 3 were arrested under an ongoing joint narcotics operation. The Jamaicans were reportedly held in Atlanta and in Charlotte. It is understood that the police personnel were held transporting cocaine, and that was just released June 24th, 2020 in the Gleaner. Now, I can go gather up pictures, but what is interesting to me is this, is how the whole system plays into this. For instance, if this was, now this is public information overseas. All I have to do is get the names of the others that were arrested, and I can easily pull their pictures up, because in the United States of America, their pictures are already on the internet with their charges listed below those pictures. Just like how they did Melanine and them brethren them when they went out to California and keep up for them foolishness. Did you see how fast all their information was out? Now, the journalist at the Gleaner prints this story. I'm asking myself, where are they getting this story from? I am also asking myself, are there no pictures out there that they could have put up so they can say Constable Ryan Smith, Detective James Jones, you know what I'm saying? List their rank, list their status, list their names, and show them faces. But guess what? Nope, they did not do it. Now, I am asking myself again, did they not show their identity because it is a matter of shame, and out of shame, plus considering the fact that if they are found guilty in the U.S. transporting cocaine, they will probably do some prison time before coming or being deported back to Jamaica, depending on what their immigration status is. They're all officers, are JCF officers, Jamaica Constabulary Force officers in Jamaica. So I'm guessing that they are probably Jamaican citizens, but they might have dual. I don't know people's immigration situation then, so I can't speak on that. But that plays a big role in when you are caught doing a crime. For instance, somebody with a green card is more easily deported than someone with citizenship, even though they have started revoking citizenship from people and sending them packing. Now, on the new list of deportable acts, since Mr. Orange Man here took office in the US, I'm talking about Trumpy Trump, he added a bunch of new things to the list. His administration added a bunch of new things to the list of deportable acts. And transporting drugs into the country is one that qualifies you to have your citizenship revoked. Now, I'm saying to myself, the embarrassment. Do y'all understand the level that this is? Our law enforcement, remember people, Melanine, this is how he was plastered. When I covered the video, I got my information from the papers in Irvine, California, where his incident took place, right? And how it was plastered on the headlines, it said that Melanine, was a Jamaica Constabulary Force officer, ex-JCF officer. He is a police officer. He was a police officer in Jamaica. That's how they put the headline up. They didn't say 2 Jamaican men, or they didn't say 2 men. They said a Jamaica Constabulary Force officer, ex-officer, and accomplice. So what an embarrassment. And then with that happening, They went, broke into somebody's home, killed people in the house, allegedly, all this other stuff. They're on videotape entering the premises with guns in hand. And now to see 3 more police officers in this situation, or over Pinkwall them say 4 more police officers. I don't even know how much it really is, but I see the mugshot from one of the people online. Damn embarrassing. Damn embarrassing for your police officers to be caught overseas smuggling drugs. It leaves a lot to be said. Enough people say them corrupted. A lot of people say they are working in the drug game and all that kind of stuff. And there are a lot of people that are in denial. Every time we see stuff like this happen, we want to believe in them so bad we continue to tell ourselves that it's just 1 and 2 of them. The majority of them are good. But are they really? People are going to say their salary is not up to par. And for the work they do, they deserve more pay. Yes, I understand that, but I also understand that when you take on that job, when you take on that career field, there's a certain mindset that goes with that. You cannot be involved in certain things, period. Not only will it bring embarrassment to you, a person of uniform that is charged with upholding the constitutions, that is charged with, that govern the land, that is charged with upholding the law, that is charged with making sure that things go right. You are caught overseas smuggling. What does that say for the rest of the force? Don't you think that every time another JCF officer, they caught 3 of them one time. So in different states, and have connected all of them. So don't you think that they're now looking at the entire force and saying, I bet there are many more involved. It's just a matter of time before we catch them because we just haven't caught them yet. Do y'all see how this plays out when the average Jamaican decides to get on a plane and go somewhere and they enter into countries like the US or wherever? When this is the headline over here, it's embarrassing. Gonna stop embarrass the country because the blowback hurts all of us. But I know now is not the time to talk about all of us because we're living in different times and people only think about themselves nowadays, not the collective. Listen, man, I'm a proud Jamaican and I will never do anything to embarrass Jamaica on the public stage. You understand? I don't want anybody to ever look at me and think, damn, if he is an example of what Jamaicans are like, I would never ever go to Jamaica. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be around any Jamaican people. I shine as an example so people can say, yeah, I know some terrible Jamaicans, but I know some good ones too. Like, for instance, you ever check out SoFlo or you ever had a conversation with SoFlo? You know what I'm saying? We have to be out here trying to patch up these holes and fix the damages. It's just horrible. Anyhow, I'm going to leave this one right here. People, leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And remember, like I always say on Morning Thoughts, I prefer work for my little bit, and go on, like my granny tell me, every mickle make a muckle. You understand? Me not run down no fast life because too much paranoia come with that. And the ending is almost always never good. Stay good, people. Walk good. I'm out. Peace.